What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast. And here is this short clip that I want to show you. It's very important that I keep reiterating these points so it stays at the forefront of your mind. Because it's gonna get serious, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Okay? Listen to Mr. Schwab.
We do know that global energy systems, food systems, and supply chains will be deeply affected.
He says, we do know. He doesn't say we think. No, he says we know. So, folks, it was premeditated. They knew where this is going. Let me play it once again.
However, we do know that global energy systems, food systems, and supply chains will be deeply affected.
So, there you have it. Now, what do we see happening? Right now, there's a lot of talk. There's actually an article. I was going to show it, but I didn't end up pulling it up. But here, actually, I'll go to it right now. But it's talking about how some stores are, here it is. So this is on CNN. And this comes from Michael Burry. He said, some stores are paying you to not bring back your unwanted items. So, for example, if you bought a TV and you wanted to return it, they'll pay you for you to keep that TV. They'll either refund a certain percentage of your money and let you keep it, or they'll just completely refund you and let you keep it. This is insane. That's where we're at. This is the situation a lot of people are talking about right now. There's high inflation. There was a shortage of material, but there's going to be a deflationary period. And that deflationary period is it's gonna be short, and people are gonna be able to get a lot of stuff on the cheap, and there's gonna be a lot of fraud. I'm telling you it. But after that period, you're gonna see an absolutely non-existent supply of goods because suppliers are not going to be pumping more stuff in. So you're going to see a stoppage in terms of the supply that's coming into the stores. What comes after this deflationary period is going to be horrific, folks. It's coming. You need to be prepared. This is not a light matter. And so I'm just relaying the information, especially with Michael Burry, which is the guy that predicted the financial crisis in '08. He's been warning about what's coming. And here you go as Joey at it again, telling you what's coming.
2 years ago, COVID-19 didn't need any reminders about how critical investments in healthcare systems were and health security is, both to fight the pandemic and to prepare for the next one, because it will not be the last pandemic we have to deal with. That's why the United States, together with the G7 partners and the World Bank, are investing in a new industrial-scale vaccine manufacturing facility in Senegal, and to prepare for the next one, because it will not be the last pandemic we have to deal with.
Okay, honestly, folks, if in my opinion, it could be that this next one comes somewhere, sometime, maybe at the end of next year. I don't know. Based on everything, it could be that as we're entering a severe recession, which can happen anywhere between 6 months to 18 months from now, that we enter this recession. And what better way for them to go ahead and blame it on the new pandemic than on their monetary and fiscal policies? Because what might happen is the Fed might come in and start QE all over in order to prop up the economy again, but it's going to be very short lived. And you're going to see maybe the last run up in the market And then after that, it's just, I mean, off to the races. So be prepared. I've been trying to sound the alarm as much as I can since I've been on this channel. And there's a lot of other people who are have a lot more subscribers than I who are doing the same. We're all doing our part in trying to get this word out because it's coming and it's coming fast. And here is something that's happening in China. So I'll read this to you. It says Chinese officials are using the, digital code system is what I'll call it, to stop a bank run. They turned all the would-be withdrawers' codes red before they could get to the bank, effectively unpersoning them. So it says here, bank customers in China's Henan province say the health code system is being abused. When they try to withdraw their savings, their health codes spontaneously turn red. And when it turns red, it means you are positive for, the scariant. It came after 3 local banks in the central province froze as much as $1.5 billion worth of deposits, causing hundreds of clients to travel to the city of Zhengzhou to try to retrieve their money. They found that when they try to scan their health QR code at the city shops and public transportations, their code turned red, indicating they had been infected. Some were then forced into quarantine or detained by local authorities. On Wednesday, 5 officials were punished for abusing the system, according to the media. The news about the health codes has gone viral in the social media platforms. Sooner or later, this sort of thing is going to happen to all of us. Wake up, people. One user wrote, National Pandemic Prevention Policy has been reduced to a private weapon, said another. It said, this is the height of expansion of power, ideological decay, and evil influence. Folks, that's why you need to stay away whenever they introduce, a green passport like Europe, for example. You immediately shut that down because this is the next step, the abusement of that. And you've got, I think a lot of people understand this, but there's a lot of other people that don't and would gladly accept that. So, with that being said, thank you for watching, like and subscribe. This is the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.